impression would become your ultimate diagnosis?
Yes, psychology is a social science, so you should follow the scientific method. I develop my hypothesis, I conduct tests, and then compare the data that I collected to my original hypothesis.
You would agree with me that PTSD covers a large spectrum?
Yes.
One of the people commonly affected by PTSD are soldiers who come back from war.
Yes, this is true. However, we try to avoid any stereotypes in the field of psychology and psychiatry because there are many other people that are diagnosed with PTSD that don't receive that kind of attention.
Yes, but soldiers who come back from war come from an
Objection,
environment...
Your Honor, what is the relevance of soldiers who come back from war in this case?
Your Honor, I'm establishing a background in which PTSD affects people, and this is just simply an example I'm offering.
If I may, Your Honor. I think that this witness, this expert witness, has properly laid the foundation of methodologies she's used and the symptoms that she's found in the witness present today. There are no witnesses present today who came back from war.
No, you don't need to go any further. I'm going to overrule this time. I think she's trying to establish the fact that Ms. Winter's case isn't what one would expect when it comes to PTSD. So I'm going to overrule this time.
You would agree that soldiers come back from an environment where they have to kill or be killed every day?
Yes, that's common.
And you're saying the plaintiff suffers from post-traumatic stress disorder because she was let go.
That's correct. Everyone experiences trauma in different ways. Because of the neural pathways that are in place, there is a strong genetic predisposition for post-traumatic stress disorder. When someone experiences trauma, it activates those neural networks, and then people can display these symptomologies.
Okay, I'm going to talk about the track you got with you today. So in addition to assessing self-blame, a person who has PTSD also has a distorted sense of blame of others.
That's true.
And then a PTSD patient also has the inability to remember key events.
Sometimes. I didn't find any evidence in today's case.
You met with the plaintiff 3 times.
Yes, I did, over the course of 3 months.
And after your 3 conversations with the plaintiff, you never had any follow-up interviews.
No, it was not necessary after I came to my diagnosis. I was retained in today's case merely as a consultation.
You also did not review any of the relevant documents in this case.
Well, no, that's not true. I pored over the body of literature related to PTSD, compared to the previous research I had done in cases similar to today's case, and also went over all of the data.
Maybe my question was unclear. What I mean was you haven't seen any of the documents related to this case.
No, I didn't compare any of my research to outside documents. That would be irrelevant and beyond the scope of my analysis.
So if a witness came to a stand where you are later and testified that she saw Riley Winter happy as a clam afterwards, you wouldn't be able to know that?
No, I wouldn't. But again, I like to limit my assessment to my interactions with my patients and compare that to the scientific body of research, just to adhere to the standards in the field.
All right, so today we have 2 trial boxes which are full of the documents in relation to this case. And you're saying the attorneys here did not give you access to any of those documents?
Now, my job as a psychiatrist, I test all of my patients for the symptoms they're displaying. So therefore, my analysis is limited to all of the psychological and physical symptoms that someone might be experiencing. They don't pertain to legal documents.
So you didn't believe anything there could have helped you in
Objection,
your
Your Honor. I believe
diagnosis?
this question has been asked and answered by this witness.
I'm establishing what the witness has reviewed while she was testing the plaintiff for PTSD.
So, actually I don't think that's what you were doing in the last question, and if you were doing that, I would sustain the objection. I think what you were saying is something else. What was the question again?
That she hasn't seen any of them.
No, so that was the I think so you asked after that, so you don't think it's relevant to review all these documents. I would allow that question, but if you ask the question, you didn't review any of these documents again, then I would sustain the objection. So based off the question I heard originally in the course of the fray that's going on in front of me was, based off that I'm going to overrule this time, but if I do hear that question, you are welcome to object again.
So you based your diagnosis off of 3 conversations you had with the plaintiff?
I wouldn't call them conversations. They were structured interviews, and these followed up after a full battery of other assessments, and then other outside research that I conducted.
Were there any unstructured interviews that you did?
No, they're structured for a reason, so that they're scientifically accurate.
Alright, I'm going to talk about why you're testifying the way you are today. You researched for 10 hours on this case,
Yes, I did.
and you were being paid $350 per hour.
Yes, that's my normal hourly fee.
So that's $3,500.
Correct.
And then on top of that, you're also being paid $5,000 for your testimony.
Yes, that covers all of my travel expenses, and of course all the time I've lost with my other patients in my clinic.
But if you weren't testifying today, you wouldn't be receiving that money.
No, again, I'm missing time treating other patients right now.
No further questions.
Where were you at?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, you